Hello everybody, welcome back. Yes, I am finally back. I had a few delays, but we are finally doing my second video, and I would be lying to you if I said that the delays weren't partially because I just don't really even know what to do about this video or what to say, but here we are, we're saying it, we're doing it. It is the Ultimate Action Woody from Mattel, the new 2026 animatronic Woody. My first video was actually a review of the Buzz, so if you want to see that guy, go check it out. I'll show him a little bit later in the review, but if you want a full in-depth review on that guy, please go check out my other video. I felt like that was a little bit long, so I apologize if it was boring, so please leave comments, let me know how I can improve. Like I said in the last video, it's actually been 15 years since I've made YouTube videos like this, so it's kind of a difficult place to come back to, and if you have any advice, I would really appreciate it. Let's get him out of the way for now, like we did with Buzz. So just to go over his box real quick, it's nothing special. You're not getting any Woody's Roundup flavored anything here. It's just Toy Story Ultimate Action Woody. We have 70 plus sounds and phrases like last time. And then on the side here, we have two ways to play. You can press his badge to activate his kind of alive mode, and then clap to keep him talking. And actually, there's a third way to play, the pull string, which is not there because Woody's not in there. But yeah, not a very remarkable box. There is the instructions there, and I just wanted to point out that that is a very nice little drawing of Woody. I wish the doll looked more like that. So nothing truly cool or remarkable there, so let's just go ahead and try and get to it. As you can probably tell, it is so difficult trying to get all of Woody in frame. He is so tall that I don't know if it's possible. Alright, here we go. Right there. So, as you can see, Woody is looking very unique. Very unique for a Woody doll. So, as I said before, and as you guys probably already know, he's an animatronic. So, his main gimmick is that his face moves, his eyes move, and he's a little more interactable than your standard pull string Woody. To turn him on, he does have a Velcro back here you can open up. I think I already have him turned on, so I'm not going to go do that and flip the switch in there. But before we get into his interactable features, let's just go over him as a whole. So as you can see, he is standing up, which means he has kind of a action figure beneath his clothes here. So he's not like a normal Woody doll where he's stuffing and he's floppy and he would just fall over if you put him down. Here's one of my old Woody dolls right here, who is kind of more in line with the normal Woody. See, they just fall over. They're completely stuffing and they flop around. This Woody actually is, he's got kind of like a, if you guys know Terminator, he's got a bit of an endoskeleton under here, which, you know, do with that information what you will. So he is hard under there, and so that means that he can stand up on his own, which is actually pretty cool. And he actually has articulation. For the first time, a Woody kind of has articulation, so you can move his arms up and down, bend them at the elbow. He's got some wrist swiveling there, nothing in the waist, but his legs do go forward and backward and bendy, and he can actually pivot that as well. His neck and head can move, but it's on a motor, so I don't think you're supposed to move it. It doesn't feel good to move, so I'm gonna not do that anymore. His face here, if you can see it, I'm sorry for what I'm showing you guys right now, but it's a rubbery material. I keep on going. I hate that I'm making this connection here. I haven't made it before now, but very Terminator-like. So it's got kind of like a skin material here. It's very squishy. I actually would recommend, if you buy this guy, find them in person, because the ones that I saw in person, I had to dig to the back to find him, because the ones in the front, their faces all had smudge marks on them from where I guess kids were poking them, and little black spots. So that's kind of my first gripe, is that his face, with it being kind of like a rubbery material, it's gonna go bad at some point, right? I mean, it's just, if it's not stored 100% properly in a not hot area, in a not too cold area, in a clean environment with no dust, if it's not stored in the 100% right conditions, his face is going to, I mean, I'm imagining it can rip, it could probably discolor, it could crackle, I don't know. But yeah, so it's been kind of making me scared to keep this guy out of the box. So once I am done with this review, I probably will put him back into the box. So I hope I don't ruin him. As you can see, he has kind of the standard Woody fare. He's got his belt, his badge. He has his pull string on the back, which is actually really nice. It's a movie accurate size, so it's tiny. I do have fat fingers, but this is actually very tiny compared to something like the collection version, the Hasbro toys, or even some of the later Thinkway 1995, 96 toys. Other than that, he does have Andy on the boot. Nice. And he's got two separate hands. He's got this little cuppy hand, which he can kind of hold his hat in. Whoops. Well, you get the idea. We'll show you later. And then he's got this open palm hand. I actually do like this hand. I like this. It gives the notion of him being alive. I do kind of wish it was the static all palm out like it is in the movie, but what can you do? My second gripe here, and I hate to be getting into gripes already before turning them on, but you know, it is what it is, and I complain. I don't like that his collar here is like not connected in the back. There's just something about that. It's just shoddy. It's just not, it's not nice to look at. And you can kind of try and do that, but I don't know. It just ends up coming up and it doesn't look good. It looks bad. So there is that. So I will send him back up here. So I've actually made a video on my Instagram about this guy. Follow me at Totally Toy Story on Instagram. And it has been my biggest Instagram video so far. I think it has about 25,000 likes, which is insane for me. I have never gotten that many likes on anything. I don't even think I've gotten that many likes on any of my songs or music or anything else in my life. So this Woody doll being the thing to do it is a gift and a curse, right? So, but on there, everybody, all of the comments are just talking about how creepy he looks. Comparing him to Five Nights at Freddy's, that kind of thing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I can't say, look, I don't think he's as off-putting as some people are saying. Like I said in the Buzz video, he does look a lot better in person than he does in photos and in pictures. And his little gimmick kind of makes it more fun. So I'll go ahead and I'll get him started. So to have him do his little animatronic-y doodad stuff, you're going to want to click his sheriff badge, not pull a string, you click his sheriff badge.
Oh, I don't think
so. And Woody will come to life. So this is kind of his Alive in Andy's Room mode. He doesn't know I'm here, pretty much. So he's going to just move around and act like he does in the movie.
Whoa! Easy there, partner. Yeah! All right, guys. We've got one shot at this.
Like the box said earlier, he has over 70-something phrases. We're not going to go through all of them. But just to give you an idea of kind of what we're working with in the face department. Let's get a little closer.
Yes, sir. We're up for a rootin', tootin' good time.
So it's neat. It is a little puppety, but I mean, that's what it is, right? It's an animatronic, so it's not going to be perfect. It is a kid's toy. Neat. I'd say neat. It's neat. It is off-putting. It's weird, but it's neat. Now, if this animatronic stuff is not for you, and apparently it's not for a lot of people, as I saw on Instagram and everywhere else over these past, month or two since this guy's been out, you can turn him around. Whoa! and pull his string. So this will be kind of classic Andy mode. So how Andy would play with him in the movies, this pull string will be how that works. So we'll show you.
I'd like to join your posse, but first I'm going to play a little song.
That's actually really funny. So I think that little guitar riff is the same guitar riff from that Woody. So that's really funny. I didn't notice that before until now, so that's really cool. So yeah, so now he's in his toy mode. He will be static, he will not move, and you can just pull his string and play with him like you would any other Woody doll, pretty much.
Hey, you notice any trouble around these parts? Somebody's poisoned the water hole. Yee-haw!
I don't know if it's able to be picked up on my microphone, but it actually does muffle his voice also too, just like the Toy Story Collection line did when Woody would speak through his voice box. So it kind of gives it a little more toy vibe, if that makes sense. So it's pretty cool, pretty neat. That is probably the way I would prefer it to be, just that with like a more plush body. I think that, and then a static head. I know that's kind of changing the whole Woody, but I feel like if you did that, then this would actually be a pretty great doll. Now, the way it stands, I don't know how much I love it. There are a few different modes I haven't showed you yet. Let me show you this one. So let's put him back into his interactive mode.
Okay, save your batteries.
So now you hear he's a lot less staticky. He's alive, moving. So here you can clap and he'll keep going.
Ha! Well, that's something you don't see every day. Hey, I know you.
And you can see he doesn't really react to the sound as much as he does just say things. So I don't really know what that's about. Pretty cool, I guess, but I think it's just same. You get the same phrase as clapping as you get with hitting his star. So I don't really know why you would do one over the other.
Hello.
Hello. That's fun. Cool. And so, while he's also in this mode, there are some things he can sense that you do. So let me just, whoa, don't fall. Just want to take his hat off so nothing falls over. But if you hold him in the air or upside down,
Whoa!
he'll react. It is a bit finicky. There are some times where I have to really shake him
Whoa! Easy there, partner.
upside down for him to react. And then now he knows he's back on his feet. So he did the little haha. So let's do this.
Oh boy.
And then.
Sheriff Woody here.
So it doesn't seem like they're actually phrases that are made for Woody upside down or Woody standing up. They just seem like they kind of correlate. I don't know. There is something about it that doesn't fully connect with me. And look, I mean, this is part of the problem. Just this. We're pausing on this. Why? Why? I don't even know what else to say. Yeah, so when he stops talking, he will get in these weird facial expressions, and that is part of the problem with this Woody. So he does all that. Sorry, I keep getting off track. But so he does that kind of thing, and then also something that is actually pretty neat. I'll pick this up here. If you lay him down.
Quick, they're coming!
He'll do like a little Andy's coming type thing. That's fun, and then he'll know when you pick him back up.
Woo, that was a close one.
And that's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's a fun Woody. It's a fun time for fun people doing fun stuff. Yeah, it's fun. And the last little piece of Woody's interactability here is if you pay $200 like me, because I'm an idiot, and buy both of these, he will interact with the Buzz. Now, somebody in my Instagram comments asked if they interact with the little small interactable figures. that are from Mattel, and no, I do not believe they do. I believe this is only for the Ultimate Action toys to interact, and I'm not going to hold that against Mattel. That seems pretty normal. So to get them to interact, you want to have them both on, obviously, and both, they'll go into a sleep mode if you don't play with them for a while, so Buzz is in sleep mode right now. So I'll go ahead and wake him up.
Engaging toy mode. I am Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger.
I turned on his, yeah. I turned on his toy mode.
Okay, coast is clear. You are clear to play.
Okay, now he's up, and sometimes you won't even have to click them; they'll just know they're next to each other. But let's go. Let's see if he can talk to Woody.
Oh, Sheriff, this is no time to panic. Boss, this is the perfect time to panic. Come on, we got no time to lose. Now, is everyone present and accounted for? Okay.
There we go. Yeah, so they have a lot of interactable phrases together. They don't just keep going back and forth. I kind of wish they would just keep talking until I do something, or maybe they would recreate scenes one-to-one from the movie. How it stands now is there are certain things that they say that are inspired by the movie, or in Buzz's case, like you just heard, that's audio ripped directly from the films, and they're kind of recreating this is the perfect time to panic moment. But there's not a lot of that from what I've seen. Again, there are 70 phrases. I don't even know if I've heard them all. I don't think I have. But just to give you some more insight as to how they interact.
You're mocking me, aren't you? I'm glad you're here, Buzz. We need your help. You can count on me, Woody. Let's get this rodeo started! Yeehaw!
So again, it's fun. Fun! It is fun. Now, like I said in the Buzz review, you're talking about $86.99 for each of these. So, do I recommend for nearly $100 to get this guy? Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to turn this off. Sorry. Now, do I recommend to get this guy at nearly $100? It's a hard sell for me. It really is a hard sell for me. I think Buzz is a little bit of an easier sell just because he has some really cool things about him that you can learn in my review if you go watch it, that kind of make him a little bit more worth. And I do think Buzz, while he looks a bit uncanny, he does look a little better than Woody, in my opinion. And again, to reiterate, they do both look a lot better in person. They don't do Instagram very well, and they don't do video very well. So I can't blame anyone for thinking they're ugly or thinking they look weird, but you guys just you got to see for yourself in person. They don't look perfect in person. They don't even look good, I'd say, in person, but they look better than what you expect. And you got to think about what kind of toys these are, who these are made for. My little brother, he loves these things. He thinks they're fun. I think he thinks they are a little creepy, but he doesn't think they're the creepiest things in the world. So keep in mind what you're getting yourself into. Now, if you're a collector like me, if you have all of this stuff and boxes and tubs full of toys, and you have other figures that you want to get, like the Metacom figures or the collection line or whatever it is, I don't know that I'd recommend this unless you're just into playing around with the toy or picking it up or just collecting them all. So I'm just a collector of all Toy Story toys. I have the accurate ones, the non-accurate ones, the stuff that has never been in a movie, Toy Story toy. So I don't mind that it's not accurate. That's not my main problem. It's just that it's a bit confusing as to what this is going for. When I think of Woody and when most people think of Woody, it is ragdoll, cowboy, floppy arms, static, smiling face. Not kind of this weird robot, animatronic hybrid type thing they're going for. If that is your type of thing, if that interests you, this is really fun. Especially the interactions with Buzz are really cool. And the details on the figure are not bad at all. I actually think if you took his clothes and put stuffing in it, you probably could make a pretty good looking Woody, in my opinion. You'd have to sew up this little back part that I was talking about earlier, but there are some makings of a good Woody here. And like I said, I'm not just talking about from a screen accurate point of view. I'm talking about just fun collector toy point of view. So all in all, I think he's cool. I think he's fun. I know I keep saying that, but I do think he's fun. Will I be buying another one? I don't know. If they come out with a Jessie, will I buy that one? I don't think so. I think $200 on this line is as much as I'm willing to spend. Now, if they come out with some more figures that are maybe a bit better quality or maybe a bit cheaper or whatever it is, maybe a bit more accurate to the movies, I'll be there for that day one and excited for it. So, alrighty, everyone. I want to thank you all for watching my video. I'm going to go ahead and try and get some more filmed this week so I can upload a lot more frequently. Toy Story 5 is on the horizon, and I want to be able to experience the hype with you on the lead up. I don't want to just do a video here or there when I can. I want to be dedicated to this and entertain and do all that good stuff. So if anybody has any feedback about how I can make the videos better, or if there's anything you want to see in the videos, please just let me know. Thank you all so much for watching thus far, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Boop. Ah.